Every single street corner has something like that. Parish is the ugliest place in all of Florida. Parish is the worst city imaginable. It's a sprawling wasteland of filth and decay. The streets are littered with garbage, and the garbage piles up in disgusting heaps. The air quality is horrible. It's a thick pollution with a toxic smog that clogs your lungs. It's almost impossible to breathe in Parrish, Florida. Sewage runs openly through the streets. The infrastructure has long since collapsed. Electricity is unreliable, and clean water is just a distant memory. Don't forget, Parish is the capital of Florida for secret societies. Just joking. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I absolutely adore Parish. Parish is a gem. It's a gem. It's one of the secrets of the Tampa Bay area. I love the area. It's anything but trash. It's anything but disgust. Almost everything in the city is brand new. If you love that brand new feel, Parish is perfect for you. But in this video, there are reasons not to move to Parish, and that's what we will be covering in this video. This video is going to be all about reasons to not move to Parish. As always, thank you so very much for watching these videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. My contact information is down below when I get phone calls and texts. I love it so much. I'm a realtor. If you have any questions, please see my contact information down below. I love helping buyers. I would love to hear from you. So how do you go about coming up with all the reasons not to move to Parish? Originally, I wanted to go to the homeowners. I wanted to go to the people who live in Parish and ask them. So I started out with something just like this. Well, I am with Jan and the most perfect little puppy I've ever seen. This is Kevin. Kevin. All right. So Jan, if you had friends or family members, somebody you knew who wanted to move to Parish, you live in Parish, right?
I do.
Okay. And they wanted to move here and you were trying to convince them not to move here, what would you tell them? What are the downsides of Parish?
The downsides of Parish? Let's see, traffic. I would have to say the traffic is a bummer.
Is there anything else? Or
No, I think that's it. I just moved here in December from Illinois, and
Nice,
I love it. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm loving Parish. Sorry.
Oops, that's
Kevin's,
all right.
Kevin's jumping on you. Sorry,
Kevin's got my
Kevin.
string. That's funny.
Kevin.
Let me see. That's going to be really funny.
Working with animals.
That's funny.
Kevin.
Jen, that's hilarious.
Leave it. So, yeah, that's about it.
That's so
Traffic.
funny. And just like that, it was too difficult to interview people and get their reasons not to move to Parish, Florida. So what I did do was I went out and I interviewed people. I asked them, but I did it without the camera. And I got the top reasons to not move to Parish, Florida. And this is what I came up with. The number one reason that every single person I interviewed said not to move to Parish is traffic. If you move to Parish, you better just plan on walking, because if you get in your car, you're not going anywhere. You hit the road and you're stuck behind a car that's stuck behind another car that's stuck behind another car. It's not really that bad. Traffic is bad. That was the number one response I got. Florida traffic is bad in general. I don't care if you're going up I-75, 275, if you're on a local road. If you go through a city like Bradenton, you'll get stuck behind a red light that you're stuck there for 4 cycles. You guys, Parish traffic is bad, but relative to other areas, in my opinion, it actually flows. In other places, you may get stuck, you may not flow, you may not move at a very fast pace. So Parish is growing. I just did a video. I did the 25 neighborhoods of Parish. You guys, that number's up to 28. So Parish is a boom town with every neighborhood, with every development, with every commercial development that comes up. You have to build in infrastructure. That includes roads. So traffic is bad. Over the next number of years, probably 5 years, as this city is built out, traffic is going to be an issue. The second most common response was conveniences. There are no conveniences in Parish, Florida. They're coming, you guys. They're coming in abundance. There's so many of them, they're hard to list. Behind me, this is a brand new shopping center. You can see everything that's going in. This does circle all the way around. Let me come this way. Right now, there's one gas station in all of Parish. Publix just went in. There's an Aldi's behind me over there. There's restaurants coming in. There's a bar that's coming in. There's a hotel that's coming in. They're coming in, and they're coming in all over the place. 28 new neighborhoods are going up right now. Our homes are being built in those neighborhoods right now. With those come conveniences, come schools. It's coming. It's a very common complaint because there's not enough, but they're coming. Correction, I said there's one gas station in Parish. I think there's three. There's 3 or 4. The third most common response that I got from these interviews was mosquitoes. You guys, the mosquitoes here are disgusting, and they're huge. They're like the size of a pterodactyl, so we call them mosquito dactyls, and they are nasty. If you plan on moving here and you have a baby, don't do it. Your baby won't survive. These mosquitoes like to carry young children away. Just kidding. You guys, this year was exceptionally wet, so the mosquitoes were horrible. Unfortunately, I have that blood that mosquitoes love to sip on. My father-in-law does not. He goes out and he walks his dog at sunset. He's only gotten 1 mosquito this year. He lives in Parish as well. If I step outside with my 3-year-old, the mosquitoes, they attack me and my baby. The mosquitoes were horrible this year, and they were a huge complaint. The 4th most common dislike about Parish, Florida was the distance to the beach. We're about 30 to 45 minutes away, or longer, depending on which beach you want to go to, but we are 30 to 45 minutes away from the nearest beach. People who moved here from out of state wanted to be closer. Of course, that's one of the big attractions about moving to anywhere Florida, is being near the beach. But I just helped somebody move here to Parish. They moved here from Lakeland. They are a whole lot closer to the beach than they were, so that is a relative complaint. Number 5 was snakes. Believe it or not, we may have more snakes in our neighborhoods than other places in Florida. I put that on one thing, is the way that the land is developed. So what it is you have old farmland or old forest land that's being purchased up. The developer develops it. When they do that, they clear the ground out so that they can build homes on those. So those snakes or other critters, whatever's living on that farmland in that space, they move into the neighborhoods. So over time, I think that problem will go away. I don't think we have that many more snakes than other places, but over time that will go away because the old farmland and stuff like that, it's all going to be gobbled up by the neighborhoods. The next most common complaint that I got is heat. If you're buying into Florida and you don't know it's hot, then you've got something coming, because it's very hot. Most beautiful place in the world, but in the summertime it's hot. In the wintertime we've got the perfect weather. But over the last few months, if you've been watching any of these videos, the first thing I do before I start recording every single time, if it's sunny out, you guys, that sun and the heat and the humidity, you are sweating instantly. If I don't do that, I don't know if you can see that, but that's how you look and feel every single day that you come outside. So one of the biggest complaints that I get is heat. It's Florida, and that's the price that you pay so that you can live here. Last but not least, probably the saddest complaint that I got is explosive growth. I interviewed a few people who have lived here for a long time. Explosive growth. You guys, this used to almost all be farmland, lots and lots of farmland. There are, actually, believe it or not, there are native Floridians who live here. The natives who live around here were farmers and ranchers. Their farmland and their ranch land is getting gobbled up. Explosive growth is taking over what was somebody's way of life. And that is probably the saddest thing about the 28 neighborhoods going up all over the place, and all this commercial, all the restaurants and schools and everything that's going up is taking up people's space, people's way of living more than anything. So I did get that from a couple people. I wanted to add that in there. It's the sad thing. Almost makes me feel bad for saying this, but if you have any questions, I am a realtor. I'd love to hear from you. Parish is one of the greatest places to buy real estate. It's a hot market. It's a hot commodity. So I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching.